Hello, everyone. Today we'll hear a story about hope and positive thinking. A young woman going through hard times learns, through a simple tale, that our thoughts shape our future, and a hopeful heart can overcome any challenge. Listen carefully until the end, and I hope you will learn something new from this story. So let's get started. The gift of positivity. Once upon a time in a quiet frontier town, there lived an old woman named Martha. She had silver hair, deep lines on her face, and eyes filled with warmth. Despite the hardships of life, she was always cheerful. The townsfolk admired her because, no matter how difficult things got, she never lost her smile. Martha lived alone in a small cabin near a grand oak tree. Her husband had passed away years ago, and she had no children to care for her, but she never complained. Every morning, she would sit beneath the oak tree, greeting passers-by with a kind word and a gentle smile. People often stopped to talk to her because she had a way of making their troubles seem lighter. The town was full of hard-working folk, farmers tilling the fields, blacksmiths forging iron, shopkeepers selling their goods. But life was not always easy. Droughts ruined crops, illness spread through families, and many struggled to make ends meet. Yet through it all, Martha remained a source of comfort and wisdom. One day a young woman named Melina approached her, tears streaming down her face. "Miss Martha, I don't know what to do," she said. "My husband rode out to find work in the next town, but I haven't heard from him. I have little money left and my children are hungry. I'm so afraid." Martha patted the ground beside her. "Come, sit with me, child. Tell me, what do you believe will happen?" Melina wiped her tears with the hem of her dress. "I don't know. I fear the worst. What if he doesn't return? What if he's hurt? What if we lose everything?" Martha listened, nodding slowly. "Melina, when we fill our thoughts with fear, the world feels heavier and every step is harder. But when we hold on to hope, we find the strength to carry on." Melina sighed. "But how do I find hope when everything seems so uncertain?" Martha smiled. "Let me tell you a story. There was once a man who had nothing. Not a coin to his name, not a family to call his own. One day he sat by the river, filled with sorrow. An old woman passing by saw him and asked, 'Why are you so troubled?' The man said, 'I have nothing. I don't know how I will go on.' The woman pointed to the river and said, 'See how it flows, never stopping, always moving forward? And look at the trees. They grow despite the changing seasons. The sun rises every day. Whether we notice it or not, the world keeps turning and so must we. If you focus only on what you lack, you'll always feel empty. But if you notice what you do have, you'll find a way forward.'" The man thought about her words. He stopped dwelling on what he had lost and started looking for what he could do. He worked hard, helped others, and soon his life changed. Martha looked at Melina. "Do you see? The man's life didn't change by magic. It changed because he changed his thoughts. When we believe in better days, we find the strength to reach for them." Melina thought for a moment. "Do you really think my thoughts can change what happens?" Martha nodded. "A hopeful heart is a strong heart. If you tell yourself, 'I will do my best today,' you will have the strength to care for your children and face whatever comes. But if you fill your mind with doubt, you will feel too weak to act." Melina took a deep breath and nodded. "I understand. I'll try to keep my heart hopeful." Martha smiled. "That's the first step, dear." From that day on, Melina reminded herself each morning that she would do her best. She worked hard, cared for her children, and held on to hope. A few weeks later, she received a letter from her husband. He had found work and was sending money home. Overcome with joy, Melina ran to Martha's cabin to share the good news. Martha smiled knowingly. "You see, child, when we hold on to hope, good things find their way to us. Life will always have its trials, but if we meet them with courage, we can overcome them." Word of Martha's wisdom spread through town. More people came to her, seeking guidance. Her advice was always the same: fill your heart with hope, and you will find the strength to move forward. Soon the town felt brighter. People learned to face their hardships with courage, and they cherished Martha even more for the kindness and wisdom she shared. Our thoughts shape our lives. When we focus on what is good, we find strength, hope, and solutions. Life will always bring challenges, but with a hopeful heart, we can face anything. No matter how dark things may seem, choosing hope brings light to the path ahead. So the next time life feels tough, don't lose hope. Instead, see it as a chance to grow. Remember, the challenges you face today will make you stronger and bring you closer to a better tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the story and learned something new. If it helped, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next story. Thanks for watching.